Baby, and I am back with another episode of Bad vs. Wild. So let's go ahead and let's ride off into it. We start this episode off with everybody being turned and grit shaking. First up, we have Carlissa as our team captain, along with Callie, K Capri, on Mac, Mangina, and Slim, making Team Bad. In our other team, we have as our team captain TONI, along with Sukiana, Yodella, SIDNEY STAR with her extra ass, Stony who used to be Skittles, and somebody's mama Black Diamond, making our team wild. Carlissa chucks up the deuces as TONI looks like she's there to stand on business. Bad versus wild, baby. Let's see how this shit bots to go. So now that each mother has adopted each team member onto their team, TONI comes rushing out the car so goddamn fast they had to be like, yo, come get your ticket. And she goes over and gets her ticket. Callie shows up along with her mother, and they go get their tickets as well. Suki pops up, and she makes sure she gets her ticket too. Let's get ready to rumble! Yes, let's get this shit started. Looking at each mother, of course, we have to go down memory lane. Of all the lives they had talking shit about one another, one live I was like, is Carlissa spitting bars? But you know, they have no shame. Now that we have got caught up with the beef that they have with one another, we step off to see that TONI and her team members are ready. We get a scene from backstage and we see that Mangina is asking K Capri if she has smoke with anyone. She replies, oh yes, I smoke. He's like, ha, that's funny, but that's not even what I meant. Then he goes on to say, I don't know what will take place tonight, but I don't fuck with SIDNEY STAR, so she better keep it cute. As Callie gets her edges brushed, Carlissa speaks up and she's like, wait, no, we're gonna play the game the right way. Unless you are truly tried, we are here to play the game. Okay? Great. Get out in here, no back talk. So I think they listen. But in the other room, TONI is letting it be known that anyone in this goddamn world that wants to fucking try her will be sizzled. She's ready to let the whole world, the whole existence know just that. Suki chimes in and she's like, I'm ready to have these bitches surfed and turfed. I wish somebody would pull my wig tonight. And honestly, I did think that was funny because I'm like, if you don't know anything, you know they love pulling wigs off. Whew. Because Suki lets us know that her edges are just now starting to grow back. They got her fucked up. And that's when SIDNEY's extra ass says, look guys, I know this might not mean a lot to you, but this win means a lot to me. Tokyo looks upside her head like, what the hell do you mean? SIDNEY goes on to explain like, look, it's just my redemption. And Tokyo replies, is this what it's really like when girls get prissy? Y'all take this long? And I'm just like, wait, Tokyo, did you just change the goddamn subject? Exactly. SIDNEY, no one cares about you redeeming yourself. No one but you. But anyways, we take a look at both of their stats, and some random LJ is announcing Lemon Pepper. And I'm just like, you know what, Lemon Pepper, you're giving Geico Lizard, but am I gonna have to see you every episode? I guess. So of course he announces Nick, and Nick comes out lit as usual. And yes, we're about to start this goddamn game. Bia, she does her thing, and then we get started. I don't know if it's just me, but I'm feeling like Nick might just have a better hold on this episode. Because he was definitely struggling. First episode, I'm just saying. But as Bia's doing her thing, I can't help but to think to myself, why did she pick this song to start off with? I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's because I didn't know the song. I don't know. But anyways, we get a little sneak peek of the woman backstage. Team Bad and Team Wild. As Nick says, he is excited. This is the battle of the superstar moms. He then announces Team Bad. Mama Duke Carlissa then comes out, along with her adopted team members. All excepting one. That is actually her real child. They get on the stage and they are hype. Nick doesn't waste any time before saying, hey, Carlissa, introduce your team, and baby, guess what? She does it. We actually get a real introduction this time. Naming off each team member. We see that we have Team Bad attached. They all sit down, but before Carlissa sits down, she says, hey, Nick, it's Carlissa. Nick looks at her like, oh, my bad. Shit, I was just doing my job. And she takes a seat. But anyway, after Nick has been checked in embarrassed, he then announces Team Wild. Tokyo Tonio comes through the smoke like a bat in hell, along with her adopted team members. All but one, because that last one is somebody's mama. Team Wild is now all on stage, and Tokyo also does her introductions. Successful. I'm glad it worked out this time. Oh yeah, Sydney came out and did the most, and Mangina was not feeling it. But anyways, all teams get seated, and Nick announces our first game, round 1. Going by the name of Shake Something. Basically, it's based off a traditional game of red light, green light. Red means stop, green means go. Pretty simple. Now that they have listened and know the directions to the game, they all get up, ready to shake their grits. Nick yells, green light! And the music begins to play. Grits start vibrating, and he yells, red light! They all stop. But not to my surprise, extra ass Sydney is the first one to get the boot. Get out of here. Nick continues to say red, green, green, red, and they have the time of their lives. We see Tokyo TONI doing all type of tricks she used to do back in the day. K Capri holding her leg up for dear life, breaking it down in a split. And we all end the game with a battle of the Mom Dukes. And I'm not gonna lie to you. It was giving old school Tootsie Roll, but I was here for it. They was shaking their grits, having the time of their life. I gotta say, they still got it. That's what's up. And honestly, it was nice and funny to see. But anyways, we move on to round 2. And of course, you know this game always starts mess. Nick is like, it's the game of keep it a stack. He tells us the rules that we already know. And of course, we have Mangina and Sydney. They step up and you can tell Mangina has been waiting for this moment. Sydney's like, who's going first? I'm the first lady. Mangina says, look, we're going to get to the goddamn truth. Now, are you living with your mom? Do you have a place to stay, and are you fucking for free in hotels? Is it true? Let me know. And Sydney's looking at Mangina like, how dare you ask me a real question? But instead of truly answering the question, she decides to want to squabble. Knowing damn well Sydney cannot fight, she falls down like the Humpty Dumpty that she is. Courtney B's in the back like, Sydney's down, woman down. As all the king's horses and all the king's men come and help Sydney off the ground. They're holding Mangina back as Callie collects the dollar bills off the floor. Sydney's in the background talking about, don't play with me. Don't play with me. And Courtney's like, but she did play with you. I'm like, Sydney, stop acting tough. You can't fight. As they're trying to get control over the situation, I can see Tokyo TONI quite pissed like a mad mother. How dare you get your ass whooped in front of me? Go out there, round fucking 2. Cause y'all know how some mamas be when you get whooped. They ain't having it. They ain't raising no punks. But anyways, Nick and Courtney are making observations saying that they don't want to play with either one of them as they throw money on Anna Mac. But anyways, Tokyo was successfully able to talk Sydney into getting that round 2. So she grabs the mic and she says, well, at least she asked for the mic, but they didn't give it to her. But she says, seeing that we're keeping it a stack, Mangina, is it true that you living with roaches? I heard, boo, you got roaches. Mangina hops up looking pretty fed up. You want these hands? Fine. I'm gonna give them to you. So Sydney starts off with a high kick, and they get to squabbling. Once again, Humpty Dumpty falls. And I'm just honestly like, they could have really saved this fight. Really. But anyways, as the King's men try to put Humpty Dumpty together again, Nick announces the next 2 team members he needs to step up, which is Anna and Sukiyana. They step up and Anna Mac is the first one to put her hand on the stack. She looks over at Sukiyana a little nervously and says, is it true that you're really not Sukiyana with a good poom poom? But she had the balls to ask because you know the moms have been invited on stage. Sukiyana replies and says, this good poom poom made 3 kids. This good poom poom made me $1 million. This good poom poom knows how to make a mean steak, a mean dinner. And then she gives us visuals on how she takes down an eggplant. The crowd cheers because I guess they've never seen something so magnificent. Nick asks the crowd if they believe her and gives the point. Now it's Suki's turn and she puts her hand on the stack and says, Anna, is it true that when you fought DJ Sky and she fell on your face, ass to face, that you became a member of the Eating Ass Club? They all start to laugh, and Anna admits she has ate the gooch before. But then she turns around and she admits the fact that yes, she has done both. The gooch and the booty. Anyways, Anna puts her hand back on the stack and she says to Tokyo, is it true that you were fighting for your life in motels? Or maybe it was hotels. I don't know. But anyways, Tokyo TONI seems a little taken back by this question. She says, wait a minute, are you talking to me? Nick and Courtney B are like, ooh, I don't know about that, Anna. Tokyo TONI steps up and puts up the wait a minute sign and says, fuck no, bitch. First of all, what happened was, she's a smart bitch, a business bitch. She left her nigga and she's not like bitches like you. She says none of you bitches could get 2 hotels and stack the fuck up for 6 months and get a $6,000 house. None of you. Cause y'all ain't built like her. Like Gunna said, fuck you mean. And I'm just like, well, she did not deny it, so I'm guessing that was indeed the truth. Sydney's extra ass wants to get involved, and Anna's like, why are you always getting involved, Sydney? Tokyo turns around like, get the fuck out of here, go sit the fuck down. You know that closed teeth kind of, face your mom would make when you weren't listening? Yeah, she did that to Sydney. But anyways, as Sydney skedaddles, Carlissa throws a fucking dollar bill on her head and says, I'm gonna need everyone to be the fuck quiet. This is some real shit right here. And asks Tokyo TONI, did you switch up on the bitch? Because she had $1? And I'm like, yo, you can't tell me she didn't think about this before she said it. It was pre-planned. You're not slick. Tokyo says, nah, bitch, I switched up because I got a whole bunch of dollars. And I don't know why, but their adopted team members enter the chat. They're all standing on stage, and Nick is like, Tokyo, it's your turn. She puts her hand on a stack. and says, I'm gonna keep it real simple and real cute. And asks Carlissa, is it true that you and your daughter got beat the fuck up by a little bitch? Talking about Krishan. Carlissa feels tested. Because she doesn't answer the question, actually. She answers it with her own. And says, is it true that you want to get your ass beat today? By me? But I don't think Tokyo feels threatened. And Nick is looking like he can't believe his ears. Tokyo's like, look, when these motherfucking cameras get shut off, we can get cutting shit up. What's up? Callie answers her chat and she's like, we can do this shit right now while the cameras is rolling. And Sukiyana comes in for the rescue. She said, nah, both of you bitches got your ass beat. It becomes a back and forth, and Sukiyana says, Callie, you can't beat me. Callie gets the clap in her hands, and Sukiyana saying, you just can't beat me. So they get the squaring up, and Callie throws her hair and tries to put it up. It becomes chaotic, and Carlissa's in the middle like she's a goddamn bodyguard, pushing everybody. To the point where I don't know if it was just me, but it looks like she gave a little shove to Suki. She falls down like the second Humpty Dumpty there is on this show, and Callie begins to try to knock her in her shit. Now, I don't know if these were Sukiyana's people or who people's these was, but there was people rushing the stage. There was bodyguards fucking tumbling over people. I don't know what the fuck was going on. People were trying to fight. It was chaos, okay? It was chaos. To the point where I seen bodyguards literally, like, at least 5 of them on one person. I'm like, damn, shit just got hectic. As they're trying to control this mayhem, Callie tries to enjoy a celebration twerk. And Sukiyana wasn't having it. She said, nah, bitch, not tonight. And once again, Nick is just looking like, wow. After the scuffling, the tussling, and taking off shoes, finally we were able to calm it all down. Ending it off with round 3, musical chairs. Now, we already know how musical chairs go. Honestly, it's low-key a very intense game in my opinion. So, we get that start. And as usual, it starts off all fun. And then it gets competitive. We have people sitting on each other, people slowly inching by the seats as the music plays, trying to get a sit down. And of course, Sydney is the first one to go. As we continue, we see the ladies enjoy their time until Sukiyana decides to pick up a chair. Well, and that just started some bullshit. And of course, we start squabbling again. Nothing but chaos, of course. And I don't know what the hell happened to Stoney, aka Skittles, but baby, you came in here looking one way, leaving out here looking another. That is something else. So yes, K Capri waves goodbye to Sukiyana, and they wait in the back as they are seeing who's going to actually win. The 2 moms are on stage playing a little game of tug of war, and we have the announcement that Tokyo has took the win. All right. But yes, we ended off with Bia, and that is our episode. I'm not gonna hold you. It was quite comical to see the moms go at it. And it was funny to hear Carlissa say, y'all didn't pick me because y'all don't fuck with my son. I'm just like, I can't. But anyways, y'all, that's all I got. And until next time, I'm out. That's all, folks.